Three, two, one. I don't know, Walt. You're being kind of a sussy baka. Hey everyone, welcome back to Nefarious Reels. I'm Anthony Hopkins.
And I'm Henry.
And this is Nefarious Reels. We're back. It's like episode 91. We talk about bad movies. We watched two of them. Things happened in those movies, and we'll talk about them
Things did
maybe.
happen.
Things did. A lot of things happened. I feel like, and we'll talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
Except not right now, cause Razzies nominations are here. They came, and
Let's go.
now we get time. Now it's time for the yearly Razzie Good Guesser competition. Cole, you won last year through an upset and a highly contested decision by the judging board of officials of Razzie Good Guesser. And now you're back to defend your title and hopefully get more than like one right.
Fingers crossed.
And I am coming back to hopefully win as the champion of the people. And I'm the Rocky Balboa of this competition, and I'm going to hopefully beat your ass. Rocky won in Rocky 3, right? Oh wait, no.
Oh,
Technically, this would be
God,
Rocky
it has been
4.
so long since I've seen at least Rocky 3.
Well, actually,
Rocky
this would
4,
be...
I know he wins.
Yeah.
Because then he gives that very inspiring speech about how everyone can change.
Yeah.
And then just defeated communism because, this was the bedtime for Bonzo Ronald Reagan's time as president.
Yeah, I'm Ronald Reagan. You are literally all of communism. So this is how it's going to turn out, and hopefully I'll come out on top. All right, well, there's 9 categories. There's worst picture, worst director, worst actor, worst actress, worst supporting actor, worst supporting actress, worst screen combo, worst remake, ripoff, or sequel, and worst screenplay. And also a Razzie Redeemer Award, but there's no nominations for that, so we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So
We care about the ones that have nominations.
Yeah, fuck you, Razzie Redeemers. There are none. So, you know what, fuck you. So we can just start with worst screenplay, and then we'll just work our way up to the big dog, worst picture.
All right.
So first we have worst screenplay. We got The Electric State, screenplay by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, adapted from the illustrated novel by Simon Stellenhag. Hurry Up Tomorrow, screenplay by Trey Edward Schultz, Abel Tesfaye, and Riza Fahim. Snow White, screenplay by Aaron Crescendo Wilson, and a bunch of others too numerous to mention, drawing from the original fairy tale by the Brothers Grimm. Star Trek Section 31, screenplay by Craig Sweeney, with original story concept developed by Bo Yeon Kim and Erica Leopold. And War of the Worlds, screen story and screenplay by Kenny Gold and screenplay by Mark Hyman, adapting or destroying the classic novel by H.G. Wells. So those are our five nominations. Cole, which one do you think is gonna win?
These are always so hard to guess, just because, obviously, usually I'm much better with guessing what's gonna win at the Oscars with the help of prediction apps and all that, but the Razzies, it's always tougher.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta raw dog this one, bro.
Yeah, these are legitimately, because usually I think it goes one way, but then they go another. Oh, good lord. I mean, I still did not know there was a Star Trek movie that came out last year, and that I did not see that Snow White, but honestly, I'm just going to go with what I said was the worst movie last year. I'm going to go with The Electric State.
Okay, let me just write that down in the old Google Doc I have.
Nice.
All right. Well, I am poor. I have no money for anything fun, so I saw very few of these films this year. Or at least very few of these legally, anyway. But my
Yeah,
tactic.
legally.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go through the means of how they're wording it in the nomination. So I'm going to do War of the Worlds because they literally mentioned destroying slash adapting the book. So I'm gonna go with that one. Like you took a good concept, then you fucked it up. So I'm gonna go with War of the Worlds. That's my pick for worst screenplay. Also, because he did not say what is this, some kind of War of the Worlds.
Oh yeah.
He said something
Say that
similar, but
again.
it's just not the fucking same.
Yeah, they do mention like this is a war of the worlds.
He's like, nah, man, you're not doing it
God.
right. All right, next we have worst remake, ripoff, or sequel, and our 5 nominees is Five Nights at Freddy's 2 from Universal Pictures. We got I Know What You Did Last Summer from Sony Pictures Releasing. We got Smurfs from Paramount Pictures. We got Snow White from Disney, and we got War of the Worlds from Prime Video.
I mean, this one I feel like it should be easy, but I mean, my brain's saying go for Snow White, but my heart's saying go for War of the Worlds. So I'm gonna go with my heart and say War of the Worlds.
All right, type that in. You're locking it in.
I am locking it in.
Okay, he's locking it in. Well, shockingly, I actually seen another film on the list other than War of the Worlds, which was Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which was bad, but it was like a fun bad for me, so I'm not going to give it to that. So I'm also going to do War of the Worlds because, you know, kind of similar to how Screenplay described War of the Worlds. I'm going to go kind of also bounce off with that. That's my lock as well.
The memes.
All right. Next up, we have worst screen combo. We have all 7 dwarfs from Snow White, James Corden and Rihanna from Smurfs, Ice Cube and his Zoom camera for War of the Worlds, Robert De Niro and Robert De Niro as Frank and Vito in The Alto Knights, and The Weeknd and his colossal ego from Hurry Up Tomorrow.
You know, the way that it's worded is funny, so I'm gonna go with The Weeknd and his ego.
All right. The Weeknd and his colossal ego. Okay, this gets a little tougher, like, because naturally I think that would probably what I like. I'd probably also pick that as well, but I'm wondering, is like, do I want to just do that, or because we already have one similar answers, like, or do I want to try to pick something else to make it more interesting? No, I think I have to also stick with the same answer, The Weeknd. Also, The Weeknd doesn't have an E in it, so I have to delete that E, one of the E's I put in his name.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So,
he's too cool for that second E.
the third E, because you
The
need
30, yes, you're right.
yeah, you
Damn
need
it.
the 2 E's just for week.
I can't spell.
Fucking yeah. This is why I'm the host of the episode and you're just the co-host. You're the side host.
I'm the side hoe.
The side host.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm locking in The Weeknd and his colossal ego. Next, you have worst supporting actress. We got Anna Chlumsky from Bride Hard as Virginia. You got Emma Harvith from The Strangers Chapter 2 as Shelley / Pinup Girl. We got Casey Roll from Star Trek 31 as Rachel Garrett. You got Scarlett Rose Stallone, Gunslingers as Bella. And you got... I think I'm going to say this wrong. You got Isis Valverde, who plays Alarum as Bridget.
Oh, God. I mean, the only movie of these I've seen was The Strangers Chapter 2. So I feel like I'm obligated to say that.
All right.
I don't... Yeah, I'm going to go with Emma Horvath, sure.
Oh, you're going to go Emma Horvath?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because that's, like, the only movie I've seen of those, and I'm just like, I don't know about those other people.
All right. Well, I really don't know who to choose. But I feel like I haven't seen any of these films, so I'm really going off. I'm gonna go with Casey Roll because I'm sure some people hate Star Trek. I feel like Star Trek has enough broad appeal where there's more likely more people will see
Mhm.
Section Code 31 and go, "Wow, this was shit."
This
'Cause,
is garbage.
like, how many people are really going out of their way to watch The Strangers Chapter 2? Well,
Me.
you. All right. Next, we have worst supporting actor, which we have all 7 artificial dwarves from Snow White. We got Nicolas Cage in Gunslingers as Ben. Uh, we got Steven Dorff in Bride Hard as Kurt. We have Greg Kinnear in Off the Grid as Rainish. And we got Sylvester Stallone in Alarum as Chester. Okay, do you think Scarlett Rose Stallone actually is his daughter or his wife?
I think it is.
That didn't answer my question.
Oh, are you talking in the movie or?
I was asking if Scarlett Rose Stallone was his daughter or his wife.
I think that's his daughter.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the dwarves.
You're going with all 7 artificial dwarves?
All the dwarves.
You're not gonna go for your boy Nick Cage?
No. It feels wrong to vote for him for worst actor. You know?
Yeah, I guess it's fair. Well, I'm also what's gonna go the all 7 artificial dwarves. Or if you're me, you put all 7 because you mistyped and you put M instead of N.
Oh.
That's also going to be my pick. And now we
Cool.
move on to worst actress. We got Ariana DeBose from Love Hurts as Rose Kurlisel. You got Mila Jovovich in The Lost
Mila
Land.
Jovovich.
Yeah, Mila
Jovovich.
Malkovich.
Yeah, Jovovich.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich. In The Lost Lands as Gray Ellis. Natalie Portman in Fountain of Youth as Charlotte Purdue. You got Rebel Wilson in Bride Hard as Sam. And then you got Michelle Yeoh from Star Trek
Yo.
Section 31 as Philippa Georgiou.
Okay. 3 of those are Oscar winners. But which of the Oscar winners?
Michelle Yeoh, Natalie Portman, Ariana DeBose.
Yes, Ariana DeBose is the 3rd one.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
What role did she win for? Ariana DeBose.
It was in the most recent West Side Story.
Oh, okay.
I cannot remember who her character was, but
Maria?
no, not Maria. I think it was Rachel Zegler, actually. I'm gonna have to look this up now. But while I'm gonna go before I looked that up. I'm gonna go with Rebel Wilson. I'm gonna throw a curveball after what I just said.
All right. Rebel Wilson is your pick for worst actress. My
Yes.
turn for worst actress. I think I'm gonna go with Michelle Yeoh. That's gonna be my pick once again, leaning into that Star Trek thought process.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
Yeah, well, too late. You
Too,
already locked
with
in. You can't change it.
I know. I'm just saying that's where I was gonna go, but then I was like, ooh, Bride Hard.
And next we have worst actor. We have Dave Bautista in the Lost Lands as Boyce. You got Ice Cube in War of the Worlds as Will Radford. You got Scott Eastwood in Alarum as Joe Travers / Archibald. You got Jared Leto in Tron Ares as Ares, whatever. And they got Abel the Weekend Tesfaye in Hurry Up Tomorrow as Abel Tesfaye.
Oh, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, all right.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go. This is a tougher one. I'm going to go with Ice Cube, because that was a really big movie, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just got it just for like
Especially
notoriety.
yeah. And again, people memed it, so
That is true. We didn't. We took our discussion very seriously of the film.
very seriously, yes.
Very seriously. Next up, we have Worst Director, which is Rich Lee for War of the Worlds. Oh my fucking god. Olatunji Osunsanmi for Star Trek Section 31. We got the Russo brothers for The Electric State. Trey Edward Schultz for Hurry Up Tomorrow. And Mark Webb for Snow White.
Out of like the three of those that I've seen, I would say the Russo brothers, because again, like everything about the Electric State I just absolutely hate. But I think I'm gonna go Rich Lee, because it feels like they are going to like at least give a majority of the awards that War of the Worlds is a part of to it, because it just feels like that kind of movie, given all, everything said before about its internet notoriety and its turn it takes with the material, if that's what you want to call it.
The creative decisions.
Yes, the creative decisions to have everything on Microsoft Teams.
I'm also going to do Rich Lee. That's my game plan.
Okay.
Just stick with it. Lock in that. And that moves on to the big one, Worst Picture, which is The Electric State, Netflix, with Russell Ackerman, Chris Castaldi, Mike LaRocca, Patrick Newell, Anthony Russo, and Joe Russo. Hurry Up Tomorrow from Lionsgate, starring Riza Fahim, Harrison Crease, Abel Tesfaye, and Kevin Turin. You got Snow White Disney with Jared LaBeouf and Mark Platt. You got Star Trek Section 31 for Paramount Plus from Ted Miller. And you got War of the Worlds, Prime Video, Patrick Aiello, and Timur Bekmambetov.
I don't think it's going to win, but I will stick with it. I will go with the Electric State, so we at least, again, have some variety in our picks, because, again, everything about the Electric State I just thought was, like, absolutely awful. It's a waste of time. It was completely and utterly boring, too. So it's like, it's not even a bother to watch at all. So, yeah, Electric State, and it's lifeless.
Okay. Well, this is awkward. I was also going to pick the Electric State.
Oh.
Not just messing with you. No, I'm going War of the Worlds. I'm dumping all my chips into that.
Okay.
All right, so we have all our chosen winners. We are locked in. Remember what's at stake here. The title of being the official Razzie Good Guesser of 2025. And they get the right to choose both movies for an episode of their choice, and they can ignore all the rules to make whatever choice they want. That's what's at stake here. And we'll be back to discuss the winners and figure out who has it. Let's see. Well, the Razzies happen March 24th, so that would be probably the 18th. That would be the next episode. Technically, we have to record that episode pretty late, but that will do it, so you guys can know as soon as possible. But yeah, that's all the Razzie stuff. So now, after talking about that for 20 minutes, which who knows if we needed that 20 minutes or not, I guess we'll find out, we can move on to actually discussing the bad movies we had recommended. And we're going to start with the retro pick, which was mine, and I recommended 1980s A Change of Seasons, directed by Richard Lang, who no one knows about. And it stars these little unknown actors and actresses you never heard of. This unknown actor you probably never heard of, Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, very indie underground.
Yeah, very
actor.
Incredibly so. Standing behind the might and the amazing star that is Bo Derek, who we all know and love.
Especially on this show.
So this is like the 5th time we've talked about a film that she's the pretty much kind of the star in. Not the main
Mm-hmm.
star, but she's like adjacent to the being the lead.
But she is like has a prominent role.
Yeah, she's got a prominent role in it. But any woozle, a change of seasons is about Anthony Hopkins has having an affair with he's a college professor. He's having his affair with Bo Derek, who is a student, and his wife is really upset. So she decides to go have an affair, and then he learns about it and gets upset. And they're like, "Well, clearly the only way we can figure this out is to have both of us with our people we're having affairs with to go up at our fucking winter cabin." And just like do couple things, and then shenanigans ensue, I guess. Cole, what'd you think of A Change of Seasons?
It is not as lewd as a lot of the other Bo Derek movies we've talked about. It's probably the least lewd, but it was still really fucking boring for the most part.
It seems Bo Derek's just kind of cursed to just never have like a normal relationship with someone. Like they all have to be either old or like her brother.
Yeah.
Like Ghost can't do it. She's married to an old guy who dies, and then he only hooks up with a younger guy, so that way she can kill him, so her dead husband Ghost can possess him. Then in Bolero, there's like she hooks up with some random white guy chic who she ditches, and then she tries to kidnap her, and then it hooks up with the much older bull rider from Spain whose dick stops working at one point in the movie. Then in Tarzan the Ape Man, I guess they're probably closer in age, but it's a fucking ape man in the jungle she hooks up with. And then Fantasies, it's just her brother she hooks up with. And now in this film, it's once again an
Yeah,
older gentleman.
Yeah, and they go really with the incest is wincest subplot.
Yeah, it's a little wild. There are hints of incest in this film, though I think more jokingly. But this film's not really. It's mainly about Anthony Hopkins and his relationship with his wife. And Bo Derek is prominent in the film, which I am happy about. Also, just to note, when the film opens up, it's in the there's a hot tub. Anthony Hopkins is the hot tub with Bo Derek, but it's this evil red, like, hell planet that they're on, which remind me of Bolero, because near the end of the film, when Bo Derek hooks up, has sex with the bull rider guy, their sex scene teleports them to this weird, relish hell planet. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is this like a running theme between these two movies?
I could not tell you.
It's kind of weird. I will say, I think this is better than at least 3 of the John Derek directed films that we've covered on this show, on this podcast.
It's better than I think all 3 of them that we've talked about.
Well, we've talked about 4 of them.
4? Oh fuck, 4.
Yeah, I literally talked about it. Remember, it's we did Ghost Can't Do It, Bolero, Tarzan the Ape Man, and Fantasies.
Why did I think Tarzan the Ape Man wasn't John Derek? I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I just forgot about it.
Well, it went up against Old Boy, Spike Lee Old Boy.
Oh yeah.
It does also feel like the most like a movie, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not just, like, I guess kind of, I'm so used to Bo Derek Jones being so incredibly horny that this kind of reins it back. I was like, oh, right. This
actually has, like, a plot and narrative and characters.
It's not just Bo Derek has the hots for someone for, like, 4 movies for the next hour.
Or, they're trying to overly sexualize Bo Derek, She's just there, fucking Sir Anthony Hopkins. Yeah. And doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, that's just how it is. She just wants to have a fling with Anthony Hopkins, but he's just like, he's just kind of a weirdo, pretty much. He's pretty nonchalant about it. He's walking home with his wife, and his wife's like, oh, I think you're having an affair. He's like, yeah, so what?
Like,
so what?
What? No.
He's like, okay, I had an affair, it was like 1 time. Okay, no, okay, if I was only 2 times. Okay, I'm still having the affair, but I don't know why you're getting so worked up about this.
Yeah, what? It's only an affair. Like, why is that such a problem?
He's like, a woman, am I right?
High 5, gentlemen.
Yeah, fucking chest bump. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, he's really not. The wife's obsession is like, dude, what the fuck? You're supposed to just hook up with me, monogamy and all of that. He's like, okay, yeah, well, I mean, I still love you. I just love Bo Derek
But
because she's
Bo
hot.
Derek,
Bo Derek is hot, though.
yeah,
Have you...
and younger, and I'm able to help her get some really straight A's.
Okay, actually, I'm wondering, because this came out in 1980. When did the other Bo Derek films we talked about, where did those fall in? Where does this fall in the timeline? Let's see. Well, this is before Bolero, which I found was the funniest one of these films. Scroll.
Bolero, I think was like 82.
No, I just looked it
If
up.
I'm
It
not
was
mistaken.
84. Like
84. Okay.
Let's see. Let me look for. Okay, Ghost Can't Do It was 1989. Tourist and the Ape Man was 81. So, and Fantasies was 1981. So actually, this is all pre-John Derek films.
This is the earliest.
This is actually
Bo
earlier
Derek
than
movie we
all of
talked
them.
about.
So, was it Bo Derek like 18 when Fantasies was happening? Like 18, 19? Hold on. I gotta look this up now. When was Bo Derek born?
1956 is her birth year.
1956. So that means she had to be like 24.
But yeah, I think Fantasies was shot like beforehand. I think it was in like this. I think it was like the mid 70s. I thought.
Yeah. So yeah, don't look up Don't look up John and Bo Derek lore, people. Don't do it.
Yeah, do not. We highly encourage you to not.
Trust us. We remember it, so you don't have to. We're like
If you do,
we're the nostalgia
bucket
critic
by
of
you.
John and Derek.
Yeah, not even Douglas Walker wanted to touch that.
Yeah. Well, any woozles, we got to talk about a change of seasons.
Yes, the changing of seasons, but it really was just one season.
Also, because it was happening during the winter time. Do you think this was happening in Wisconsin or no?
Well, it was the Northeast. I mean, it's the Northeast, so it's the same kind of weather. Because I think they were in like Massachusetts, but also Vermont. I think is where the home was.
Like
But
the home is on like the vacation home that they had, or like where they were
Mhm.
just home.
I think that was the vacation home, if I'm not mistaken. It's in that kind of New Englandy area.
All right. Yeah, but while Anthony
Because I remember
Hopkins
they mentioned Boston at one point.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Boston. Yeah.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
I'm good. Now I'm
Are you
good.
good? You got it. Yeah. Got it out of your system.
Yep, I'm out.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice. So yeah. So while Anthony Hopkins is just like, yeah, dude, have an affair. There's like really nothing wrong with it. I don't know why you're getting so worked up. So he goes out on a trip for like some like college seminar thing he needs to be a part of. And then this just dude enters the house and is just like, hey, yo, I'm definitely not a criminal here. I got a note from your hubby to build a shelf.
I am just gonna steal, some coffee and then also eat something in your fridge while I'm here.
And it had a bunch of jams or something in it.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Anthony Hopkins was
those
always a
people that
freak.
just come in to build stuff and then they just, start taking some of your food and drink and beverages,
Yeah, but the wife's
never had
just
that
like,
happen?
what? Well, no, not yet.
Oh, not.
I mean, if I seen the quality of all those shelves he built, I wouldn't mind having a fucking affair with that guy and having to eat my food if he built all those shelves for me. Think about all the movies and stuff I can stack on there, those shelves. They looked really good.
Very true.
I could finally have that dedicated Nefarious Reels movie shelf that I've always kind of wanted to have.
Yes. Perfect.
It would be incredible. Anyway, so yeah, Anthony Hopkins' wife is just like, whoa, he built shelf. That's kind of hot. I'm hooking up with that.
Obviously she was basically doing that as like a get back to Anthony Hopkins because, she's like, oh, you're going to be fucking Bo Derek? I'm going to be fucking this guy.
I'm going to be
Anthony
fucking
Hopkins like, bro, what the fuck?
the male equivalent of Bo Derek. This guy, I don't know. Who the fuck was he? Like,
Guy. I know he had a name.
Michael Brandon.
I
I think it's Pete. Yeah, Pete LaChapelle from...
Yeah, that was Pete. Okay.
Let's see. Michael Brandon, were you in things? Well, he was in Captain America, the First Avenger. He played Senator Brandt.
I barely remember that.
He's in like a bunch of Thomas the Tank Engine films as the narrator / Diesel.
Nice.
He was in Four Flies on Grey Velvet from 1971. He is a voice in Heavy Traffic. He's in the Hawking movie, pre-Epstein Files.
Oh yeah, Stephen Hawking before on the Files.
Yeah, Hawking back when he was like cool, and now it's like not cool to like Stephen Hawking anymore. I mean, he's in like a bunch of stuff, just nothing like that I've seen other than A Change of Seasons. But it didn't matter. As long as he was hot, that's really all that mattered for this film. And he's like a high 7
with the wife.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like he was like on look scale, he was like a high 7, like low 8, I feel like. Like, if I was mad at my husband for having an affair with a hotter, younger student of his, I totally probably would also hook up with Michael Brandon. But yeah, that jealousy kind of boils over, and they're like, well, the only way we can settle this is to just go to our vacation home and just kind of be like fucking
and
swingers.
Bring them along.
Just bring them along. They'll fucking drive in his cabin house and like make out eating a big-ass hot dog and like almost kill like 2 people.
Yeah, and drive off course for a second. Yep.
Very based funny. And epic. Do you think he custom made that cabin house himself?
I mean, based on his building records, maybe.
Yeah, that's like his like midlife crisis thing. Like, oh god, because it's spoilers. But like, wait, what am I saying? You're never gonna watch A Change of Seasons, people. Why am I saying? Oh, well, be careful.
Really
you might get spoiled.
Don't need to.
Well, I mean, maybe if you want to be an Anthony Hopkins completionist, maybe. I mean, if you want to see Anthony Hopkins end up getting, like, cucked for, like, a good chunk of the movie, it's there for you. And that is how the film ends. He gets, like, super mega ultra cucked. He gets cucked by his wife, like, twice, from, like, 2 different men. But yeah, it basically kind of becomes a bit of a one-up contest because, like, well, I know, but it sucks for Anthony Hopkins because Bo Derek's younger. She attracts all the younger guys, and they're like, "Well, what are you with your fucking dad? You should dance with us. We're young and we're gonna live longer. This guy's gonna fucking die. He's gonna die. He's gonna get fucking dementia, like in the movie The Patient that's gonna come out and fucking like, well, what's the film called that Anthony Hopkins is in that he won like?
The Father.
Yeah, The Father. The father that he won the award over the other guy, and then people were really mad.
Yeah, and then, which, honestly, he was, again, deserving of, but it was, like, the most awkward ending to an Oscars ever. And that is saying something because of, the La La Land Moonlight mix-up.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Academy, The Father was the one film all the Academy judges actually watched, so, got kind of fucked there.
Could have been,
Yeah. Honestly, this film, for like the first, I say, 2 acts, or first and most of the second act, are pretty boring. Kind of standard.
Really
feels like a real movie, but it's also kind of boring type movie. Until, for me, when the daughter shows up.
That did make things more interesting.
It spiced things up because she just shows up and she's just like, who the fuck? Why is Bo Derek in my bed? Dad, why the fuck are you having an affair? She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
And then like, who's this guy with you, Mom? What the fuck?
She's like, does Mom know you're having the affair? Mom, why the fuck are you having an affair? What the fuck is wrong with you? I came here because I'm having my problem because my boyfriend is also cucking me with Bo Derek. I mean, it could have been. We don't know. We never get to see who he tried to hook up.
Area of cucking.
What if the whole film was just like everyone was having an affair, but it was through with Bo Derek? Or like Bo Derek. What if Bo Derek had like twin sisters and like everyone was just fucking these Bo Derek lookalikes?
And everyone's just like, what is going on?
What is going on? It'd be like a comedy.
What is going on?
That's when this would become a romantic comedy where like Bo Derek would leave the room, but then like as she leaves, like a second later, Bo Derek's twin sister walks in from the other room, and it's like, Bo Derek, we thought we just left. He's like, no, I just came in. What are you talking about? And they're like, what? What's going on?
I just got here.
And that's the noise Anthony Hopkins makes in the movie. Or that's what he would have made if that happened.
Yeah.
Got dogs in the
Mm-hmm.
background.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's
Honestly,
just gonna have to be there.
also this film is definitely one step away from becoming a horror movie where Anthony Hopkins murders fucking his wife
Oh,
or his lover and has to hide the body and is like and gets cabin fever.
I was about to say this is like his origin story of becoming Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, he kills his wife's
That
lover,
would be
kills
something.
his wife, kills Bo Derek, kills his daughter, kills a guy he got in a fight with,
Eats them all.
kill Bo Derek's dad, kills the professor friend, kills and
Yep.
like the film ends with with Anthony Hopkins killing literally everyone that appeared in the movie, even all the extras that had like nothing to do with it.
Everyone involved.
Yeah,
Even the cast and crew, even the crew.
yeah. The camera just does like a breaks the fourth wall. He turns the camera, shows everyone dead and eaten.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when it's like Anthony Hopkins, after this footage was covered, was never seen again. If you sight him, please call 911, your local authorities immediately. Yeah, but the inclusion of the daughter spices things up because she's the one that's just like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What is this bullshit? This is where it becomes like really messy. And like one point, Bo Derek like leaves through like the fuss because there's this whole family issue happening. They just have to kind of figure out. And then when fucking Anthony Hopkins hitches a ride with a bunch of farm animals to go to Bo Derek's house where she meets the father, and the father's fucking confused about what's going on because like, oh, you're her
Yeah,
teacher,
the
so you.
father's like confused, but then Bo Derek's like, "Daddy, you dated a bunch of young women yourself. You had affairs, so I think it's okay if I do."
Yeah, Dad.
Like, perfect logic.
And who was her father? It was John Derek. So it all
Oh God,
connected. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't John Derek. I don't know who the fuck the dad was.
it was the guy. It was some guy.
Edward Winter. Let's see if he was in anything. Well, nothing I've seen. But yeah, he's just like, you know what? I want to go skiing. Let's go up to Anthony Hopkins' fucking vacation home because why not? And then he's like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, he's like Joe Pesci in that one clip. The fuck is this shit?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Exactly. It just gets messier and messier, and it's like a huge mess. And then the daughter's ex-boyfriend comes up. He's like, "Yo, babe, I don't want to fuck the Bo Derek twin sister floozy. I only want you. I definitely did not murder a fucking taxi driver in New York and stole his vehicle, and his body's in the trunk for now that we
I
must
borrowed
dispose
this
of.
taxi,
I borrowed it. I did not steal it. I did not kill the driver."
but we have to throw it in the river.
We have to jump this in the lake as soon as possible, and we're flying out to Peru and we're changing our identities. We're flying out
I have our fake passports right here.
we're flying out to a Greek island to turn it into attraction for tourists on cruise ships.
Oh, nice.
And then
nice.
Bo
That's how
Derek
you make your money.
and then Bo Derek ends up going with them instead, and then they're like, "Oh, this is my brother." And then Bo Derek hooks up with them, and that leads into fantasies. The Bo Derek cinematic universe.
Ah,
Yeah. Also, the
got
guy.
it.
Yeah. The Steve ends up spilling his like, well, I had this guy and he died, and I'm like, well, I gotta live my life as I can, so I go around doing my own thing, and then the wife's just like, no, Steve, you must run free, be free, get out of here. We don't care about you. You need to get out of here. And he's chugging rocks. Go on, get out,
Go,
We don't
go.
need you. And then he drives off. Bo Derek is still annoyed with Anthony Hopkins, so basically leaves home. He's like, you know what, Anthony Hopkins, I don't need you. I have fucking Tarzan the Ape Man I can hook up with. And then drives off. And then the wife, instead of going back to the daughter runs off with her boyfriend. And instead of the wife deciding getting back together with Anthony Hopkins after he gets cucked, she just decides, you know what? I kind of like not banging you, Anthony Hopkins. I'm going to go bang Bo Derek's dad in this movie.
Yeah, get cucked, Anthony.
Yeah, get cucked, Anthony Hopkins. This is all your fault.
And then
Anthony
he just walks away sad.
yeah, he walks away bitchless. You have, and in the end, Anthony Hopkins had zero prospect towards women.
Only if he became a vampire.
Yeah, if only he became a vampire, and then he could have gone up to Bo Derek. He's like, I want you to pat your head and rub your tummy. And then she would have had her. She would have been smitten, and it would have been just that easy.
Yep. It would have been perfect.
Yep, but it's his loss.
But no.
No, he just,
he ruined it all himself.
He blew it. He should have just said, you know what, wife, it's fine that you're dating another man. Polygamy. We'll have a 4-way marriage. Why not? It's all Anthony Hopkins' fault. He walks off in the snow and starts killing and eating people. Because the change of seasons, that's the prequel. Also, it's also a prequel to Silence of the Lambs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a prequel to all previous Bo Derek movies and John Derek collabs, but also Silence of the Lambs.
Yes. But yeah, kind of boring, but it definitely picked up once the dollar showed up and became more spicy, because at this point I go, oh yeah, this is kind of fucked up. It kind of sets my mind, because I wasn't very invested in this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's like mainly it really I have for change of seasons. Yeah. Abbott, anything else you want to note?
Not really, because I even was wondering when watching this, I was like, oh boy, what are we gonna bring up about this? There was like nothing.
Well, there were things to talk about. Oh yeah, I forgot. I looked up on Wikipedia. This did have a couple Razzie nominations, but it didn't win any. It had an original song got nominated. I think like a screenplay, and I know Anthony Hopkins got nominated. Which makes you wonder how big Anthony Hopkins was around this time. Okay, let's see what things he was in probably around it. Let's see, 1980s. See if he had really a more of an established kind of a career at that point. Let's see. So 1980. Before then, he was in The Elephant Man, which came out that year, same year. Mayflower film. He was in a film called Magic from 1978. The cover looks fucking weird. I gotta throw that on my watch list. I wonder if he plays the dummy or the puppet guy. He probably plays the puppet guy. That fucking face on Letterboxd. That definitely is going on the watch list. I gotta see that. I'm seeing if there's anything like really big he might have been in. A Bridge Too Far? Probably that. Nothing of note that I've really heard of, but probably he was in some good stuff. And then he was in A Change of Seasons. Oh, and then and he plays Adolf Hitler in The Bunker. So I'm throwing that on the watch list.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the film he does after A Change of Seasons is The Bunker. And for a second I was like, oh, I wonder if he's gonna play like some just like random thing. No, he's Hitler. Fucking Anthony Hopkins is literally Hitler. Some fucking truck is being loud as fuck outside right now. But yeah, that's kind of the more interesting of notes. Let me see. Is The Bunker bad? So I can recommend it. So we can make endless Anthony Hopkins' Hitler jokes. It's generally got a decent enough rating. I don't think I can go for it. It's slanted more towards the good side. But yeah, anything else you want to say about A Change of Seasons?
Not really. I don't really have much else. Just very uninteresting.
All right. Well, since we're done talking about A Change of Seasons, we can now move on to the modern pick, which was Cole. Talk about your movie.
Yes. So, my movie
yes, that's what I said.
Was 2017's The Book of Henry, directed by Colin Trevorrow back in 2017. And it follows Susan, played by Naomi Watts. And she has two young boys, the titular Henry and the other one, that's Jacob Tremblay. And Henry's a very gifted kid. He literally, like, runs the house, I guess. Like, he does all their finances. He's helping out with, like, all of that stuff that usually the father usually does, or, like, whoever is just, ready to do whatever with with like housework, that kind of part of the house. But yeah, Henry's gifted. He then finds out that his next door neighbor is potentially getting, abused by her stepfather, and then leaves some notes behind for Naomi to deal with it. Let's
Because he
just
dies.
say. Yeah. But what did you think about this, Ninjedi?
Well, I'll be honest. I'm not too sure what to think of this film, honestly. It's, I won't lie, I did kind of go in at least knowing, like, a bit about what was going to happen, what the big reveal was going to end up being. I don't think I really mentally prepared myself for it as much, so it was still like, what the fuck? All I gotta say is, Henry should have just stabbed Hank Schrader. He could have sped things up along real quick. That's my one thing I'd say about this movie. Henry, just stab the guy.
Your opinion. Should have just done it when he had the chance.
Yeah, you really overcomplicated things.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know a lot about this going in, but that was completely bizarre once that happened. And I was like in awe for like that rest of the second half of the movie. And I was just like, holy shit, this is the movie. I thought this was I thought this was just, marketed towards kids, and then Naomi Watts drops a fuck in there. And then it just goes into that we'll get into. But here we are. And I would like to think that this is the reason also Colin Trevorrow did not direct episode 9 of Star Wars. And now we'll never know what that would have been like.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I didn't really care about the new trilogy of Star Wars films, so I didn't really lose any sleep on it.
Yeah, honestly, again, Disney kind of like botched that so bad that it kind of makes me wish that they had a better, obviously a storyboard and plan for it, but can't win everything.
Yeah, sadly. Well, what can you do? I mean, the first half of the Book of Henry is kind of like schmaltzy, I think is the word I'd use.
It's very melodramatic. It's got that melodrama. It's your kind of almost typical sort of uplifting coming of age kind of story.
It's got that Lifetime movie vibe, but without like the cheapness and cheesiness of it.
Yeah, but like with actual production value.
Yeah, which is kind of actually feels a bit to its detriment, honestly. Well, except when they got the fucking Gears of War sponsorship, so fucking Naomi Watts has to play video games.
Yeah, Naomi Watts was gaming while Henry did all the housework.
Okay.
I should say, the mortgage and the financing and all that.
Imagine if this film was directed by David Lynch.
Oh, God.
That would be awesome.
Anything with David Lynch, I would have loved to see. But he was a little too busy at that point doing Twin Peaks: The Return, so...
Yeah, understandable. He would have been like, Naomi, I have the perfect role for you in my movie Book of Henry. You will be playing mom.
Yeah, Naomi does have the mom of a very gifted child and becomes a trained assassin overnight.
Naomi, I need you to roll around the ground and cry like a baby. Have you ever seen that clip when David Lynch trying to direct kids? And he's just like, I need you to roll around and cry like a baby.
I haven't seen that one yet. I know we had it. I think we had it in our watch-along group chat, but I don't think I got around to that one yet.
He's like, yeah, roll around and cry like a baby.
Oh, I miss that, man.
Yeah. Do you think David Lynch actually watched The Book of Henry?
I would hope so, just because Naomi Watts is in it, which I also forgot Naomi did have she did have a role in Twin Peaks: The Return. But also that is like David Lynch had to, do like the behind the scenes stuff, the post-production and getting everything edited properly and the effects, and which also worth it because Twin Peaks: The Return is a very good series.
Do you think that if David Lynch watched The Book of Henry and gave it like a good review, everyone would be like, actually, The Book of Henry is like a really underrated masterpiece that just no one understands?
Maybe.
There would be some pretentious
like,
assholes that would do that.
Misunderstood gem.
This is a Lynchian film without the direction of David Lynch. This is the David Lynch film that David Lynch didn't direct. You can see very Lynchian. You can see the Lynchian aspects of this film. I mean, to be fair to the film, because, like I said, it leads to a murder plot. They do kind of hint at it with the beginning opening credits, which I did kind of like. It's a little weird, because you see the maps where it's like he's playing like, oh, here's all the points, secure cameras. They're like, okay, this is a fucking gun. This is how you fucking disassemble it and shit.
Oh, God. The gun.
Yeah, the gun.
Just any of those scenes with the gun store, that was just... it was something.
He's like, yo, Dominic wants to hook me up with a gun.
Yeah, who the fuck is Dominic? Which, again, we will never know. He's just this mysterious entity in the town.
Wouldn't it have been really funny if Dominic was just Hank Schrader? It's just his character.
It's his alter ego. It's his other name he goes by.
That, he's not just being his daughter. He's like an evil criminal mastermind. He's running an illegal underground ring.
He's running some like arms dealing within this city. Oh boy.
He's the one that's funneling the blue meth from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he's the one who transports it up from New Mexico for the good people of New York, I think it was they were in.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there.
Because I think I saw it on like one of the police cars or something. It was like New York, so
yeah, that's probably.
Cool.
I found Henry annoying for the most part. He's just like, oh man, I'm so
Henry
smart.
He's a very smug kid.
Yeah, he's very annoying. He's got that like I'm smarter than you and like so you need to listen to me.
Yeah. And also, I'm not in a gifted school because I have to be in an environment with people my own age.
Oh, yeah, sure. Fuck off, man. You just want to feel smarter than everyone else.
You just want to be with the girl from music. The girl music from music.
Yeah, like, basically, our first real introduction to Henry is his speech. And there's one kid's like, I want to be a dodgeball world champion, and then I'll win gold in dodgeball. And then that will inspire everyone to be dodgeball. And then he goes up and is like, we're all gonna fucking die one day, dude. And fucking dodgeball isn't a real fucking Olympic sport, which is like
actually,
dodgeball
is not an Olympic sport.
And we're all going to die one day. And it's like, okay, Henry, well, first, fuck you. Maybe that kid will be the change he wants to be and get dodgeball made into an Olympic sport. You don't know that. You know what, Henry? I'm glad you fucking died of a fucking brain tumor.
Yeah, does Henry not realize that, they can implement new sports like every cycle for the Olympics?
No, apparently not, because Henry said no, and they're like, well, Henry said no, so we're not going to do that.
Oh, so Henry has all the say. Got it.
Yeah. He's also doing the finances for every Olympics games. That's why they've been so shit ever since.
All the financing for the Olympic Committee?
Yeah. They're like, dude, I don't give a shit about, like, balancing our checkbook. I just want to watch people do sports stuff.
Guys, trust me. We gotta have breakdancing at the France Summer Games, okay? It's gonna be lit.
Guy, Henry is dead. We can put in any sport we want now.
We can put in croquet.
We can finally put in dodgeball. He can't hold the finances over us anymore. We can do it.
And now that kid will finally be a dodgeball champion.
Yeah, that's how the film should. We should follow that kid in his dream of putting dodgeball in the Olympics. He's the one that gave Henry the tumor. He breaks into the house at night and he plugs in a microwave and he irradiates his brain while he sleeps. Let's see how much a little microwave radiation affects your brain, Henry.
Shoves his head in there.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
It's a science experiment.
Yeah, this is what you get for making
education.
This is what you get, Henry, for making fun of my baking soda volcano during the science fair project.
Oh God.
But no, he's just kind of smarmy. He definitely thinks he definitely has that vibe of like I'm better than other people, kind of like he wants to do the right thing. He cares about his mom, by doing all the finances and being like, you don't have to work because I do fucking stocks and work in the stock market.
I do stock. Yeah, invest in stocks and call on the school payphone while waiting for you, Ring, ring. All right, let's invest in Dogecoin.
That
Guys,
would be...
This is going to make us huge.
In 5 years, he probably would have been investing in Bitcoin. Imagine Bitcoin throwing their money at this film, so that was talk about how great Bitcoin is in the film. They're like, guys, this is going to be a hit film, I swear. But yeah, basically what ends up happening is Henry ends up thinking, we never see it. It's all kind of just context clues, I guess. I don't think we ever see bruises or anything on her, on the girl that he has a crush on.
No, not really.
So, I was wondering if it was going to be this is a misunderstanding and this isn't really what's actually happening. It's just because there's no real mystery of it. There's no Henry has to figure it out, and then he's just this is what is happening, and I am right, and you are all wrong.
He knows, and then no, we gotta. Oh yeah, one of the few best moments, when she's she's kind of looking down in class, looking a little more quiet. Then he just darts off. He's like, "God damn it, Janet!
Just you fucking look down!
Doing anything?"
He fucking punched in the shower. He went, Brett Kavanaugh! That's a Clash in the College Part 2 Terry and Truplin reference there, everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, very epic.
Very epic, very based.
Mm-hmm. But he just busts into the fucking principal office, but she's in her first name. He tries to call her by her first name. She's like, no, Henry, do not call me that.
Yeah, this is a professional background, okay?
This isn't a change of seasons, Henry. You can't call me by my first name and have a relationship with me.
No.
I am not John Derek, and you're not Bo Derek, so don't even fucking try. But he's like, isn't it obvious?
Also, this is even more morally wrong.
She's like, can't you tell her she's sad and she has bruises that we never see, and her grades are doing worse, but you can never tell because we've never shown this? I don't know. We just have to take Henry.
We're just supposed to take his word for it.
But Henry's super smart guy, so he's never wrong about anything ever,
Oh,
except for having a brain tumor. That's the only time.
That was the only time he messed up.
He's like, God damn, the one time I'm wrong, it's about having this massive fucking brain tumor.
After, he had a seizure, and then he had a massive headache at the guns while sneaking in through the gun store.
He has multiple massive headaches.
Oh God, that was so funny.
Yeah, he's just owie, my head. I guess I'm just gonna take medication and just never talk about this. He's
yeah, and then he gets the surgery, or they do the operation. The doctor's trying not to say it. And then he's just like, hey, dude, stop with the bullshit. Give me the word, okay?
Yeah, the fucking still has that smug asshole to him. He's like, yeah, my brain tumor is gonna fucking enlarge and explode and kill me and die, idiot. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I was like, dude, who's the fucking medical professional here? Okay, fuck off, Henry.
Who's the doctor here?
This man literally tried to save your life, and you're fucking shitting all over him. Okay, dude, get the fuck out.
Yeah, so glad you died halfway. But, apparently he also, snuck out at some point to, set up that tape.
Is this tumor... Naomi watched, you were my... Hank Schrader's my 13th reason why, Mom.
He was the 13th reason why my brain tumor happened.
Yeah. If Hank Schrader wasn't beating his daughter, I wouldn't assume that my headaches were stress. So you have to fucking kill her. I need to kill Hank Schrader, not the daughter. Sorry, Freudian slip because of the brain tumor. But yeah, Harry ends up dying. Oh yeah, we can't forget he is planning a murder. He does the gun. He's scoping out right with a bridge to, I guess, dispose of the evidence. He's I'm setting up places. I'm watching over. Oh, don't forget, he calls child services on Hank. And then it turns out...
On the anonymous number, do not forget. On the anonymous number.
On the anonymous number. And then the guy shows up, and he's just like, yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, definitely, this is not bad. He gives him a bro hug. He's like, yo, Hank, sure, give me a hug. And I thought, are they lovers? Are they going to kiss? That would have been really funny.
His brother.
If the child service guy and Hank Schrader kissed each other, and then they were gay lovers. That would have been funny. But
That would have been something.
I like he flips to the back of the pamphlet, and it literally says it's his brother, and it's like, oh, geez, Henry, sure didn't really spend much time looking into it, did you?
For this smart guy, smart kid, definitely didn't do some thorough research.
Not even thorough research. It was the back of the pamphlet, but it wasn't small. It had his picture and name and like massive lettering and everything. How'd you miss that?
He's read all these like intellectual books, but he just can't turn the back of a pamphlet. Here we go. Now I gotta be Detective Henry now.
This fucking dingus. And he's just like, well, the only logical conclusion is killing Hank Schrader in the most elaborate way possible.
The only way. And Naomi, here is this tape, and you will have conversations with me from the past. Like you're talking like normal.
Was that just her thoughts, or was that just that tape playing itself? Because it'd be really funny if he literally just premeditated, he knew exactly what his mom was going to say every time he said something.
That's how it felt. Like what was happening. Which is bizarre. It was super weird. But again, who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, but Henry dies. Oh yeah, he has a younger brother. We don't talk about it because he's like not even relevant in like the fucking slightest.
Yeah, he doesn't matter. It's Jacob Tremblay, so yeah, who cares?
Am I supposed to know who that guy is?
He was just kind of a more known child actor, I guess. But like he had like the big prominent role in Room from like 2015, and I mean it's not like he's like that important, but he's been a name around.
Okay.
He looks like a Peter in this.
Oh, he looks like a smug asshole. In his fucking letterbox portrait, he looked like he grew up to become Henry in a way.
Actually?
Oh, he voices Orion in Orion in the Dark. And he's also voices Flounder in the Little Mermaid live-action remake.
I remember that.
I mean, he's in, like...
He was Orion in Orion in the Dark.
He's in some good things, but more importantly, he's in Santa's Little Ferrets. So, that one's going on the watch list. Oh, it's only 22 minutes long, so I can't really recommend it. Damn it!
Damn.
I've been let down by fucking Santa's Little Ferrets. Also, a DVD copy of Santa's Little Ferrets is running $38 on Amazon right now.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
For like a 20-minute... Wow.
If they're in high demand, it's fucking... It's actually it's one of the highest rated films on Letterboxd. But yeah, we should probably talk about Book of Henry. So Henry dies.
But yeah, let's just get to the great part.
Yeah, Henry dies of ligma, and it's just like, Ma, Naomi Watts, I know you're sad, and you're making dessert for like dinner every day, but I need you to kill Hank Schrader.
Yeah, I need you to kill Hank for me, because, I couldn't do the job.
Oh, also, Naomi Watts learned that, fucking... Oh, can't we forget the scene where Henry's literally dying of a seizure in front of her? It's like, we need you to sign this. He's like, I have to ask Henry. I have to ask Henry if I can sign it, like, because I'm a good little girl.
No! You have to do it now!
What if he's just like, you know what, guys? Yeah, we have to wait. We have to wait for Henry to stop having a seizure. And so that way the mom can ask if he can sign off. We have to wait, guys. And then Henry just dies. That would be funny.
It would be. We're just like in the waiting room. Yeah, hey, bad news. Henry, how do I put this? No longer.
How do I put this? Henry is no longer having a seizure. And
what does that mean?
He'll never have a seizure ever again. In fact, he won't be really moving ever again.
He's being put in the ground as we speak right now.
Turns out, actually, it was a very simple surgery. He would have been alive if we had it, but unfortunately, he didn't, because he couldn't respond in time, so he just died.
He couldn't respond, and you didn't sign that form, so
he's dead. I mean, whoops. Oh, what are we gonna say? Well, oopsie, oopsie doodle. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Whoopsie daisy.
Well, I guess technically you don't need to ask him to sign these forms about his death. The forms saying that we're not at fault for his death. Because, I mean, like, technically you didn't sign off on the papers, so
Yeah.
at least you don't have to ask anyone to sign these ones, am I right? Too soon? You have no sense of humor. I'm trying to fucking lighten the mood, bitch. Come on.
I know your son's like dying and died, but hey.
Okay, what about
Lighten
my
up.
stress? Okay, what about my needs? It's not all. Why is it all about you? At least you're still
Why is
alive
it
and
all
kicking.
about you? I know your child's in the hospital, but I'm a human being too.
What about my feelings? Like, I don't know why you're fucking bitching so much. I'm so upset. You're alive, okay? Your son's the one that's dead, not you. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's also that waitress friend that like Naomi Watts gets drunk with like 2 times the movie, and then
Yep.
she's like,
And
and
then
she
she
calls
kisses Henry on the
Henry
mouth.
Hank.
Yeah,
Hey
always
Hank,
calls him. I'll
and then
tell you what.
and then pulls a fucking John Derek move and kisses Hank on the lips.
Yep. Yeah, that was
Before you die,
something.
I'm gonna give you the feel of a woman kissing you on the lips. Mwah. Is it okay? Get out of here, boy kisser. Ew, He should have just fucking spit with, disgusting. Oh, you taste like fucking cigarettes and wine. Gives him a kiss. Henry immediately calls the police. Hank Schrader shows up. And then Henry fucking pulls out a gun from underneath. She just fucking blasts him.
So anyway, started blasting.
Pow, pow. Yeah, but Henry dies.
Yep.
His younger
And-
brother gives her mom the notebook that says, "We need you to kill Hank Schrader because he keeps bitching about the leaves on the
He's a
lawn, and I'm fucking
piece of
sick of it."
shit. But he has no proof of it, though. He has no proof, but he is very certain. You know, he knows.
He's
Because,
bitching about.
you know, he's Henry. And he's smart as hell.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's just like, he keeps complaining about all the leaves on the lawn, and I just like putting the leaves there and just kill them so I can keep doing it.
Exactly.
And then that begins
and
Naomi
then-
Watts' descent into murdering Hank Schrader for the next.
Becoming an assassin.
Oh, and she
For
has to
just
do
one
it
time.
specifically on the school talent show. That is a massive plot point.
Yep.
The school talent show is coming up, and that's the only moment Naomi
Yes.
Watts can kill Hank Schrader.
The only time, apparently. I don't understand that. It's like, yes, you can take your child there, you know, and also Maddie Ziegler. You can take her there, but you have to dart out at a certain point and then just haul ass back home because Hank Schrader, I know, at that date, at that point in time, will be home, and you can lure him out to the woods and kill him.
Oh, also, I got you a new car because the old one sucks ass
Yes, I
that you
got
can
a
use for
new
your
car. I
getaway.
set up a whole retirement fund for you.
I have set you up
I
for
did
life.
all of this.
So that way you don't have to ever feel poor ever again.
And yeah, Mom, I know nothing wrong with the old car, but just deal with it. I know we jumped around, but like honestly, this movie jumps around so much. I think we can. Oh yeah, and then can we also just talk about again when, you know, she throws in Dominic's name into the ring after, you know, the gun owner guy's like, yeah, we can't give suppressors to civilians. That's like illegal.
She's just
And
like,
she's
I
"Oh,
want a
what do I
landmine.
tell Dominic then.
Yeah, she's like, fuck Dominic. She's like,
I mean-
yeah, I want an anti-tank missile. I want a high-power caliber sniper. I want a 50 caliber machine gun.
I want 50 claymores.
I want a fucking revolver like the fucking Clint Eastwood had and Dirty Harry.
Yep.
I want the fucking big ass machine gun that Arnold had in The Predator.
I want the machine gun that Sylvester Stallone had in Rambo.
And I'll take some of these beef jerky sticks that you have as well.
Yummy. Yeah, I mean,
yummy.
yeah, when you're like staking out, you know, your targets, you gotta be snacking at some point.
You need to have a full
Gotta
tummy.
keep all the energy up.
You don't want your growly tummy to reveal your location.
Exactly. The growls will throw everything off. It'll throw off your breathing. It'll reveal your location. It'll screw everything up.
Very messy. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of like what else before we get back to the assassination attempt. Because again, it's like this movie is so bizarre.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
Naomi
thinking,
Watts just also never really sees the supposed abuse either.
yeah, she never sees it. She just takes his word for it.
It's just like because he only
Also,
sees like two windows, which is the one that's the girls'
yep.
room, and then Hank Schrader's like office, I guess. And it's just like he's just like, oh, he went up to her room. Something must be going on, and she's.
Well, yeah. There's always something wrong when they're separate. Yeah.
I
He just
mean,
knows how to put two and two together because he's so smart.
he is so fucking smart. I don't think we really have much else to note of plan execution.
I mean, the only other thing I noticed that I wrote down was the whole before she goes to buy the guns, it's the ATM loophole because she's like, I know you can withdraw at most 500, but if you go around to this one, you can get around that threshold, and it's like, dude, what the hell are. Then again, I'm like, oh right, he's too fucking smart. He knows everything.
That
So
made
he's
me
gotta
think
act
of the.
like this financial exploitation.
It made me think of the scene in like T2 Train Spotting where they steal all the wallets to take money out of the ATM, and they take out the plan is they take out the maximum close to when it ticks over to the next day, so that they can withdraw more from the same cards afterwards once the day passes.
Yeah, it is definitely like that.
Yeah, except in T2 Train Spotting, it's like way more funny. And this film is just
funny.
like
And then this one's just like, what?
So the plan happens. The kill Hank Schrader plan kicks off.
Yeah, she's all equipped. She's back at the treehouse that Henry made. She's luring him in with a whistle sound on a walkie-talkie. Yep, walkie-talkie.
Yep.
And like, he's going through the basics with her, like finger on the trigger, take deep breaths, and then take the shot. Take it.
And there's like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna do that.
Rube Goldberg machine, because then all the childhood pictures show up, and she's like, I can't do this. You're just a kid.
The weird thing is that like he has just a Rube Goldberg machine set up to reveal like pictures of him as a kid for some reason.
Yeah, it's bizarre. And then even at that point, she's like, "Oh, this is where I crossed the line."
It's like,
None
no,
of these other parts.
I'm not gonna
This
kill.
is where it goes too far.
I'm not going to kill Hank Schrader. He gave me meth.
And it was good.
It's really good. If I kill him now, I won't be able to get any more meth.
Exactly.
She's just like, Hank Schrader, I'm gonna blow this whole thing wide open, and you're gonna go to jail for what you've done. And he's like, no, I won't. And it turns out all of that murder plot that she had been everything, all meaningless, because literally all that shit was didn't matter, because fucking the daughter does a ballet routine so good, the principal goes, you know what? I am gonna call in Hank Schrader for fucking child abuse and call in social services. So it's like, wait a minute, that's it? That's all you fucking needed? What the fuck? And I guess
because again, Henry just knew that Naomi wouldn't do the job, and they would actually and the police would do their job. Duh.
Yeah, especially against the police commissioner. That would definitely happen. It's like such dumb, stupid ass nonsense. Oh yeah, and I guess the whole mystery aspect, because I was half thinking maybe it's going to be revealed that like Henry misunderstood what was going on. Nope. Hank Sherry's just like, yes, I am totally abusing my daughter, and you're not gonna actually get anything.
Abusing, and I'm totally gonna be going down, so I'm just gonna end it.
Yeah, he's just like, he gets called, he's like, yeah, it's big, you're gonna investigate. He's like, well, I totally am doing it, so I guess I'm just gonna kill myself. And because Henry got his mom the forged signature, she just gets custody for some reason. Like, they have a thing where it's just like, oh,
yeah,
you need a witness, and she died like a year ago, so you can just use her forged signature. Which is like, how the fuck did Henry get that lady's forged signature then if she died a year ago? Was this just a plan always?
Maybe.
Or it's just like, dude, just fucking stab Hank Schrader. Just do that. Like why not? Just be like, where can I dispose of this knife? Here, okay. I'll get close to Hank Sherry, and then I'll fucking stab him. Done. Because Henry's so fucking smart, he's got to make the most complicated plan possible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the daughter now lives with Naomi Watts, and she's enchilada number 2. And they're like, yep, we're a happy family. Everything is good now.
Everything's great. We're all happy on getting your new room painted, and we can all be happy. And also know, thank you, Henry.
Yes, thank
for
you,
doing
Henry.
all of this.
Because you were always right. You were never wrong.
You were always right about everything.
Well, I don't think I have really anything else left to say about Book of Henry.
I was about to say, anything else about
Book
of Henry?
I've had my fill of the titular Book of Henry.
My favorite book in the Bible.
Yep.
The Book of Henry.
Well, since we're done discussing the 2 movies, it is now time for us to pick which one is the better of the 2. Cole, which one did you prefer?
Oh, God. Like, I have the Book of Henry rated lower than A Change of Seasons, but honestly, the Book of Henry was so insane that I still have, like, moments the last couple of days where I'm just like, oh, yeah, that happened in the movie. As opposed to Change of Seasons, where I'm just like, I watched it and kind of forgot about it the next day until we, came back to talk about it. So I'm going to go the other way around, and I'm going to say the Book of Henry.
All right. I mean, this isn't like...
against my rating.
I mean, this isn't the first time you've done this. You did that with, I think, War of the Worlds.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong there.
All right. Well, personally, for me, I had a lot of fun discussing the Book of Henry, but personally myself, I think I got more out of watching A Change of Seasons than I did the Book of Henry. I really think this Book of Henry kind of drags until you get to kind of the murder plot, but it's a little annoying that the murder plot doesn't happen and that it was all just pointless anyway because of the dance routine.
That is
A Change of Seasons also is kind of boring, but like I said, I think it really picks up a lot when the daughter shows up. It's kind of wild to see Anthony Hopkins as just this weirdo random film with Bo Derek of all people, which I also just think is kind of neat. So
it is kind of insane. Okay,
so,
I shouldn't say like that insane, but it is kind of funny where you're just like, huh, this coveted actor with Bo Derek.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are.
Yep, here we are. I mean, so yeah, that's a tie. Bountiful tie. This is what, like, our fucking second one this year, I think. I mean, let me look.
So.
This is our first tie, I think, actually, of the year, because American Rampage won, I think, didn't it? It beat 28 Months After.
Yeah.
And I think we both chose Mac and Me, too. Mac and Me as well.
I think we did.
So then that would be... So this is our first tie of the year. Yeah, I remember, because in the episode, I said, oh, this is your first victory of the year. It only took the second episode of this year. So yeah, this is our first. So we had a me victory, we had a you victory, and a tie. We covered all our bases.
Ooh,
all that's left is you need to recommend a trilogy next, and then after that we need to follow up with a guest episode or a trilogy, and then we have to follow up with that next one afterwards.
Speed running.
Yeah, just cover all the different genres of episodes that we normally cover. Yeah, but with that, we have a tie, and now. We can move on to questions. Remember, if you have them, to ask them. Our first one isn't really a question. It's actually kind of a fun little request that we have from Robert that he technically stole from somewhere else. But it's pick up the nearest book to you, turn to page 45. The first sentence explains your love life.
Oh, God.
And guess which book I have? I have a whole stack of books.
Please tell me it's Jeff the Killer.
I have a whole stack of books next to me, but unfortunately the one that's on top is, in fact, the Jeff the Killer book. Insanity Jeff the Killer, because I haven't moved it since I read it briefly for last episode. And there's no page number, so I'm going to have to fucking count it out. So you can figure it out on your own. You can start.
I have mine. Okay, so I don't have like my shelf. I don't have like a bookshelf out per se, but I do have my backpack by me, and I just pulled out the book that I'm reading right now, which is Heat 2. It's a novel that Michael Mann co-wrote from a couple years ago. And wait, so what part am I reading of page 45?
The first sentence.
The first sentence. Okay. Okay, so that goes from 44. Well, technically, the first sentence on page 45 on Heat 2 is 1 point for Aaron Grimes.
Oh, so you're fucking Aaron Grimes. I see how it is.
I guess so.
Okay, so this is my first sentence this is my love life, is this. It's, Jeff, honey, you don't have to cover for your brother anymore, his mom said. So I guess, I guess I'm fucking Jeff's brother, who's like 10, so I'm fucked. It's over. It's over for me. This is the last episode. I'm going to jail. Or Epstein Island, whichever one saves me first.
Whichever one comes first.
Yeah, whichever one comes first. Now we could go on to questions, which we have one from Mattias. Remick or Jimmy Crystal?
Ooh. This might be a question, because I'm assuming you have not seen Sinners or 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple yet?
That is right. I have not. Also, apparently... Okay. Or he could be referring to Jimmy Crystal, the major character in the main antagonist in Sing 2.
No, I think he's referring to the Bone Temple.
No, Mattias is an animation guy. He's definitely talking about the major character and the main antagonist in Sing 2.
If that's what you want to say.
That's my reality. I reject your reality and I substitute it with my own. So my pick is going to be Jimmy Crystal, a major character in the main antagonist of Sing 2, because he's a wolf in a business suit, and that's really scary. And because he's like a capitalist, and he's like a wolf, and it's like deeper symbolism and meaning that you'd only get in a film like Sing 2.
I have not seen Sing 2, so...
Well, I haven't either, but that's probably what they were going for.
Yeah. But I will go with the Jack O'Connell performances of both Remick and Jimmy Crystal from The Bone Temple. God, that's actually really tough because he's really good in both roles. Honestly, I think I'm going to go Remick because as despicable as his character is in 28 Years Later, I really like the kind of villain that Remick was in Sinners. Both because, obviously, like, the vampire, but also just a lot of the background and the layers of Sinners and how it's a movie about mostly, like, culture, primarily black culture, but it's also Remick's he's an Irish man who had a lot of his culture kind of taken away with the British colonization of his homeland, and so there's a lot of similarities that you see amongst everyone, and then... Which later on, once everyone starts becoming vampires, there's a lot of assimilation there, which is very much what happened back at home for him. And honestly, and he is also just really good in that too.
Right.
So,
well, neither role compares to his role as Billy Crystal in Sing 2, as you know, as a major character and the main antagonist of Sing 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there we go. And now we move on to our final question, which is from Timmy, which I feel like we might have answered something like this similar before, but maybe our thoughts have changed, which is, when are you going to make Nefarious Reels the movie? Who would write and direct it? And what would it about? He did not put, what would it be about? Typo.
What would it be about?
Canceled. Cancel this man for everything. So first off, David DeCaro is directing it. We're going to fill it full of hunky boys. That's really it. That's all I got so far. What's our movie going to be about?
Oh, God. I mean, what else could it be, really? I mean, I mean, the only thing I can think of is just like talking about bad movie. I do not know. Like, is it like something about where it's like our lives talking about bad movies, or do we do something kind of like in the same vein as that animated series, The Critic? In that kind of kind of in that vein.
It depends. Do
Or
we want to go for
is
the
it us
Oscar? Because if we do, we should go full on biopic.
biopic?
Yeah, if we want to shoot for an Oscar, we probably should go biopic.
Biopic,
Yeah, biopic. David Ducato's directing because he's a masterpiece, and
Well,
more hunky boys in the film, of course.
well, yeah.
We'll get a lot of Nefarious Reels alumni. We'll get Clint Howard will show up.
Clint Howard.
Bo
That's
Derek.
important.
Bo Derek will be in the film.
Bo Derek?
She's still alive, so she can't be in the movie. Anthony Hopkins can reprise his role as the cucked professor from A Change of Seasons if he wants.
Yes.
We'll bring in Gary Oldman for a role of a lifetime.
Yes. Sounds good to me.
We got a lot of hunky boys in it. Very important, the hunky boys. In their tidy whities specifically. One point, we will fight a giant bee in it.
A giant bee. We will have a vampire boy.
There will be a vampire boy. There's little creative liberties. Because we didn't fight a giant killer bee, we fought a giant killer wasp. But, I think a bee is a more appealing for the audience.
I would say so.
Oh, let's see. Who would write it? Who would write the Nefarious Reels movie?
I'm trying to think of who...
Oh, let's get Timmy to write the Nefarious Reels movie. Why not?
Timmy to write it?
Yeah, I mean, he did kind of blunder without putting B when he wrote the question for would it be about. But you know what? I'm willing to forgive and forget and really give him a real chance. Give him a shot to kind of... Plus, he worked with David Ducato and finally realized how much of a real auteur he is. And that all his opinions about how him being a bad director is wrong and terrible, and he should stop thinking that. Let's see. Any other key aspects we need for our movie?
I'm trying to think. Do we? God, I can't. I feel like there's an actor we're forgetting that we've had a lot, but nah. Oh, what about Jordan Downey? Can he be a co-writer? The Thanksgiving guy?
Yeah, sure, we can have him on there. We can pull him in. I'm sure Timmy won't mind.
Might take away some creative liberties, but eh. Oh, and Vitaly Versace, also co-writer.
Oh, we're kind of stuffing. I think we're gonna get too many cooks in the kitchen here.
How about Vitaly Versace in an acting role?
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Do you want him to be you, or do you want him to be me? Are we acting as ourselves in this film, or are we getting different actors?
I would say we're acting as ourselves.
Okay. Vitaly Versace, he can play Timmy in the movie because he was our first guest, so we'll have him play that. We can have Suburban Sasquatch show up in the movie. That'd be pretty awesome. Our first Suburban Sasquatch impression this year.
Feels good.
Yeah, it feels real good. Let's see. Anyone else? We'll have an evil bong in the background of one of the shots is a little Easter egg.
Yep.
Let's see. Anything else? Oh, we have to have... Let's see if we can get Zoltan Hand or Dracula in the film. Do you think we can afford him?
It would be tough, but I think we can try.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we can afford him. I mean, what work has he been in recently, honestly? Now that I think about it. That's still wild that there's a fucking dog in Manos Hands of Fate that looked exactly like fucking Zoltan. That was fucking wild. I still think about that sometimes. Let's see. Any other things we need? Hans Zimmer for score.
Yep. I feel like it's never a movie without Hans Zimmer being on a score, you know?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't think there's any other main Nefarious Reels staples. I think we covered all our bases. Oh, we should get Baby Cat in the movie, too. Let's just try to get her on. Why not?
Sure.
I mean, if you're getting Vitaly Versace, I feel like I can get Baby Cat in this in the movie, too.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we each get a... Yeah. No, that's fair.
One for you, one for me, tit for tat.
Yeah.
Yep,
totally get it.
Yeah.
I don't know why that went into Beavis and Butthead for a second.
That's just how it goes. I think we covered all our bases, unless there's anything else.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all our questions. So that means it's officially now time for recommendations. Cole, since I had the retro pick last time, you now have the retro pick.
All right. I know when you said we were short of doing a trilogy. Yeah, we're doing a okay. I'm gonna give you a proposition here.
Oh boy.
So what I'm recommending is we'll do the Twilight movies, but
Oh, you fuck!
do you want to
I
do the
literally
first-
watched all of them. You fucker! Ah, damn it! Will we at least
but
get your
do you
sister
wanna
on?
watch the first? Do you want to watch the first 3, or do we just do all 5, and then we can do? I don't know if this is going to make sense, but we can do the Breaking Dawn movies as part of that, like Razzie Best Guesser picker, and then because technically it's a 2-parter of one book / movie, and then we can have one of our recommendations based on who wins, the Razzie guessing picking as the other movie recommendation. So
Why?
technically that's 2 trilogies.
No,
This sounded a lot
I'm
better in my head.
confused. So like my options either we fucking raw dog all like 5 of them,
5.
or we do 3 and then if you win you'll do the part 1 and 2 for that if you win it or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's reel it back in. Yeah. So basically that's it. It's either raw dog do all 5, or we do the first 3 up to Eclipse. And then, along with the movie we recommend, we get to, pick for whoever wins the Razzie Best Guessing picking. That's how we say it? Yeah. Then we do that along with the Breaking Dawn movies, part 1 and 2, since that usually counts as 1.
I don't get it. So I'm just gonna choose the one that made sense to me. Let's just raw dog all 5 of them.
Sure.
I mean, I can't really raw dog them. I fucking seen 4 out of the 5 of them. But, I know a while ago you said your sister would only be a guest on here if we did the Twilight movies.
Yeah.
Do you think that you should try to see if you can get her for this episode?
I can see. It would just have to be based on timing. That's about it.
But yeah, so if you don't want to get spoiled for all the fucking Twilight films, which I should note, I saw the first 4 last year already, so I have to watch them again this year. I'm so excited.
You sound excited.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking the cops are calling for you, man. They're pissed that you recommended all these.
Like, holy shit. They're very upset about the recommendation.
Yeah, they're fucking pissed, dude. It's over. Either that, or they got the wrong address after I read my sentence for the romance question, and they thought you said it. But yeah, if you don't want to get spoiled for the Twilight series, how about checking out those movies in advance, and also like and subscribe and ask us questions. And we got the Blue Sky account that I don't use, and the first 5 episodes are on Spotify. And yeah, you all have a good day and have a happy Morbius.
Happy Morbius, happy change of seasons.
Yeah, happy Book of Henry. Happy Bo Derek.
Happy Hank Schrader.
Yeah, happy Naomi.
Anthony Hopkins.
What?
Naomi.
Bye-bye.
Bye.